For me, I would tell individuals to go to extra mile in your 9 to 5, right? And as you start to see these new forms of making revenue or doing something outside of that, go to extra mile in what you're doing from your 9 to 5 and learn and be an asset to those companies. Because when I was doing property management for the time I was doing it, I would show up, I would be sharp, and I would go to extra mile. But I would see that there's something I can do from 9 to 5, right? Well, let's say 9 to 5, but let's say 5 to 1, maybe. And so I would start putting more hours into there. But that's not to say that you don't go and put in the hours and be an asset for somebody else before you go off and be, a business leader, right? I think you have to learn how to be led before you can actually be a leader. And so there's other ways of going around that than just jumping off the bridge like me and building an airplane while, you're freaking crashing to the ground, right? I wouldn't recommend everybody do that. There's tons of ways to just get out there and do things in a more modern sense. We got Zoom now, right? We got all these different webinar platforms where you can gather your tribe, gather your audience, and you guys can get together, And so we capitalize on those platforms and those softwares, and we gather in those methods now. I'm talking to probably a ton of you guys right now who are subscribed to my channel, picking up some of my tools and tactics, right? And showing you guys how to go out and generate a revenue for yourselves outside of what you're traditionally used to. And I'm able to do that and talk to a lot of you guys just by sitting here right now. You didn't come see me in a auditorium or anything like that, right? But you guys can appreciate someone giving back like that, and you can just turn on your laptop or your TV screen. And as an entrepreneur, you don't really have anyone telling you when and what to do with your schedule. So I was talking to my lady the other day, I was like, man, I got to manufacture this stuff. So, I'm pre-scheduling consultations, a week in advance, pre-scheduling content shoots a week in advance, right? And I have to hold myself accountable. It's like, man, I could call and be like, hey man, it started snowing today, so we're probably not gonna do this. Or hey, let's reschedule that consultation. But it takes having that discipline, because you gotta treat it like your boss said you were gonna be fired if you didn't do it. Treat it like you invested $100,000 into it, right? And so I take my entrepreneurial endeavors in a mindset shift from me just being able to go clock into my 9 to 5 and sit there till 5 o'clock and drink coffee, or be productive and go to extra mile like I would want to do for my own company. And that does take a little bit of guts, right? And you don't just learn that overnight. And that's why you guys have access to gentlemen and gals like me who show you guys how to kind of change that mindset and, become someone different.